between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? Hey, check that, street.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Willis now off play action. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Montgomery, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12,
Willis. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 3rd down, it's Willis.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is
now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Willis now off of play action. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback is simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. and you can't do it all on one throw.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got room. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Cowboys sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Elliott. And some room to work. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Prescott off play action. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 44. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. The
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Play action now. Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
The kick by Maher is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the jump.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Willis backed up to his own goal line. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Gallup. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On play action, Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
From the gun, here's Willis.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack.
Willis.
He's got a man complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Prescott on first down. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. And it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Now Willis on 1st and 10. They fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Marr on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play action. Willis.
He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
47. 46. 26.
Prescott to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The gain of 22.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Prescott looks to throw on first. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down, Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. That's caught. It's James Washington. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd down. Here's Willis.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's go now.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Willis.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Again, Willis to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hey, kill. We go 47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Third and 2, Willis.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a give here to Pollard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bears take over. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
One final try for Willis.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to have another